Online students, am I audible and streaming fine? Am I streaming fine? Hi Shweta, Rutvik, Kiran, Rashid, Deepti, Shweta. Excellent. Pramod. Okay. So let me explain the objective of what we are doing here. Okay. The objective is that we want to start getting you comfortable on CSAT. होता क्या है that CSAT is logical reasoning, some numbers. CSAT is about a certain type of practice, but most of us are not comfortable with it, not because we do not know numbers and addition subtraction. It's because we are not as familiar with it. I remember one of the teachers talking about one is numerical ability, the second is numerical affinity. Because unfortunately, even the engineers, science background students have a number phobia. Like, और जब तक ये number phobia हटेगा नहीं, you'll have a problem. You'll always have a doubt कि पता नहीं क्या पूछ दिया and so on. Reading comprehension, most of us are doing in some way or the other because you are reading articles, you are reading something or other. तो वो कहीं ना कहीं हो रहा है. But the number work is completely stopped. And many of you have not chosen science. One big reason is mathematics. Okay, you left that. And many of you have left engineering and taken non-engineering subjects also because कहीं ना कहीं वो science का phobia था. Okay, so these initial couple of classes, 4, 5, 6 of them, we are trying to address that particular phobia of yours. Okay, so with some techniques of addition, subtraction, square roots. So I deliberately told the teacher that he has to work with you and more practice required. With every class, he will give you some practice, he'll give you some sheets, and don't be scared ki ho nahi raha hai. Don't be scared about not completing it. The idea is keep on doing it. And as a part of your regular class, as a part of your PSP sessions, I'll try to give the sheets to you on more regular basis. I'll develop this eventually. Okay? So feel free to interact with him. Feel free to ask your doubts. And after 4 or 5 sessions, we'll start off your CSAT course proper. Those who are in the GS batch, call sir. Those who are in the GS batch with us, unke liye CSAT is included, but the classes for the CSAT will be the evenings, 6 to 8:30, because I felt otherwise the whole day you already are in class. Or evening times mein aaram se baith ke, 4 days a week types, you will finish it off. Okay, that's the plan for all of you. So be patient in the process, and numbers requires some bit of repeated exposure. Jitna zyada dekhoge, you'll get more and more comfortable there. Okay. Okay, fine. So I'll introduce sir to you. Sir, please come. So we have these offline students with us. Online students we have here and also on the YouTube. You can see the doubts here. So sir is Gaurav Sharma sir. He has been a pretty renowned faculty and very well established as a CAT teacher, and he's also now into CSAT. And when we are discussing, personally I was very impressed with the way he was able to manage some very tricky concepts. He started off with some examples, okay, and the range of possible questions, that's interesting. एक question में कितने possible variants हैं. If you know all the variants and practices, your work is done. Okay, so be patient in the process. It'll take you 1 or 2 classes to understand this. So it's a 2-hour session, including your practice. Okay, so sir, it's all yours now. Welcome, please, and thank you for being here. You want the practice sheets? Get some. सारा आप यहीं दे दें या एक-एक करके दें? इनको पढ़ा distribute करना. Okay, fine. And online students will share the sheets with you on the general Telegram group. We'll share the link with all of you. You can start off there. So, sure.
एक शीट मुझे दे, एक शीट मुझे दे।
They can join. वहाँ पर शीट्स हम ऑनलाइन पोस्ट करते हैं.
ओके, तो नाउ वी कैन स्टार्ट द क्लास.
You can.
Okay, so shall we start now? Okay, so we are going to start with the very basics. और मतलब अगर आपने पहले किसी ने, because many of the students they are not comfortable with all this mathematics, numbers and quantitative aptitude part. अगर पहले आपका कुछ भी ऐसा criteria है that you feel that this is something which is very difficult or you find it very difficult to manage all these questions, so we are going to start with the very basic. What I require you to just know addition, multiplication, minus and division. That's it. अगर इतना आता है that is more than sufficient. बाकी सब हम करेंगे, ठीक है. तो if at any point you are getting uncomfortable, आपको लग रहा है कि कोई चीज समझ नहीं आ रही, you can point me out. Okay. So let's start with the very basic. That is prime numbers. What are prime numbers? So we can say the prime numbers are the numbers which have only two factors. Okay, like if I say 5 have only two factors, 1 and 5. या आप ऐसा कह लो कि 5 किसी के टेबल पे नहीं आता, ठीक है. 5 is not like 7 भी किसी के टेबल पे नहीं आता. 11, 19, 113, all these are prime numbers. You know this? Prime numbers are numbers which have only two factors. जो किसी के टेबल पे नहीं आता है, ये हम अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए समझ सकते हैं, बट प्रैक्टिकली ये ट्रू नहीं है. लाइक इफ आई से, जैसे मैं आपसे पूछूं 6 इज अ प्राइम नंबर. No, 6 is not a prime number. 1 is a prime number. 1 is not a prime number. 1 किसी के टेबल पे नहीं आता है, but 1 has no two factors. It has only one factor, 1 itself. Okay. So those numbers which have two factors, 1 and the number itself, that is called a prime number. A number n is a prime number if it has only two factors. कौन कौन से दो फैक्टर होंगे? एक तो 1 and the number itself. Okay. So we can say these are the prime numbers. So if I say let's write down all the prime numbers from 1 to 100. लिख लोगे आप? चलो ट्राई करो. 1 से 100 पे फटाफट प्राइम नंबर लिखो. ट्राई दिस. We need to write down prime numbers from 1 to 100. So they will be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89 and 97. ठीक है. So we can say that in total we have 25 prime numbers from 1 to 100. If I write down all the prime numbers from 1 to 100, we will get 25 prime numbers. And even if I need to write down prime numbers from 100 to 150 also, okay, let's write down these also. They will be 101, 103, 107, 109, 113, 127, 131, 137, 139 and 140. So we can say that in total from 1 to 150 we have 35 prime numbers. From 1 to 100 we have 25 prime numbers. From 1 to 50 we have 15 prime numbers, and from 1 to 25 we have 9 prime numbers. Okay, if I write down all the prime numbers from 1 to 150, we have in total 35 prime numbers from 1 to 150. From 1 to 100 we have 25 prime numbers. From 1 to 50 we have 15 prime numbers, and from 1 to 25 we have 9 prime numbers in all. And those numbers which are, what are composite numbers? We can say the numbers which are not prime, they are composite. Yes or no? Why? Because one is the exception. One is a number which is neither prime nor composite. Okay. So if I say how many numbers are there between 1 to 100 which are prime? Prime numbers from 1 to 100. How many numbers are there? Prime numbers from 1 to 100. 25. And if I say how many composite numbers are there? 74. Okay. So these are the key points, and we always see the question based on these, that 75 is not correct, 74 is correct. ऐसा misconception होता है mind में that if the number is not a prime, then that will be a composite number, but we have an exception. So if I say numbers from 1 to 100, how many numbers are composite from 1 to 100? They are 74. So we have 74 composite numbers from 1 to 100 and 25 prime numbers from 1 to 100, and 1 is the only number which is neither prime nor composite. Okay, so I hope now you can easily remember all these things, because these are the very basics. Okay, tell me 1 to 150, how many prime numbers? 35. 1 to 100, 25 prime numbers. 1 to 50, 15 prime numbers, and 1 to 25 we have 9 prime numbers. Okay, and one very important point, that any prime number greater than 3 is always of the form 6k minus 1 or 6k plus 1. This is a very, very important concept. Any prime number greater than 3 is always of the form either 6k minus 1 or 6k plus 1. What does it mean? Like if I say any prime number greater than 3, tell me. It will be 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 20, any number, any prime number greater than 3. Okay, that will always be of the form 6k minus 1 or 6k plus 1. That means it is either 1 greater than a multiple of 6 or 1 less than a multiple of 6. You can take any number like 11. 11 can be written as 6 into 2 minus 1. If I write down 13, 6 into 2 plus 1. Okay, so any prime number greater than 3, because 2 or 3 पे तो condition valid नहीं रहेगी ना. Got it? So any prime number greater than 3 is of the form 6k minus 1 and 6k plus 1. Okay, clear? But again, very important point, that converse is not true. Converse of this statement is not true. That means if a number is prime greater than 3, that is always of the form 6k minus 1 or 6k plus 1. But if a number is of the form 6k minus 1 or 6k plus 1, that does not necessarily mean that it is a prime number. Because like if I say 25, 25 is also of the form 6 into 4 plus 1. Are you getting my point? This is of the form 6k plus 1, but this is not a prime number. Okay, any prime number can be written in the form 6k minus 1 or 6k plus 1, but if a number is written in the form 6k minus 1 or 6k plus 1, that does not mean that that particular number is a prime number. Okay, so mark this point, this is very important, that any number which can be written in the form 6k minus 1 or 6k plus 1 not necessarily be a prime number. The examiner always asks you question based on these very key notes, because we know the very basic idea, we all know what is a prime number, what is a composite number, but these are the very tricky points, and if you're comfortable with all these points, then there is no need to worry all about CSAT. And one very important thing, like if I say 147, I need to check whether this is a prime number or not. देखो छोटे नंबर तो आप ढूंढ ही लोगे ना. If I say 11 is a prime number, आराम से पता लग गया ना, this is a prime number. If I say 25, it is a prime number. No, this is not a prime number. If I say 147 is a prime number, no, why? Divisible by 3. ये भी सबको पता है, सबने ऐड करके देख लिया ना छोटा सा. तो we can check this. If I say okay 247, is it a prime number? This is a prime number. Pakka. How to check? So there must be a key rule, there must be a shortcut so that we can figure out whether this is a prime number or not. So if I need to check whether 147 is a prime number or not, what you have to do, you have to check any number, any perfect square near 147. Which is a perfect number near 147? 144. Or you can say square of 12. Okay. Same way, if I say square of 13, that is, so we can say 147 lies between square of 12 and square of, that is clear. So what you have to do, you have to, or I can say that 147 is approximately 12 point something, na? Got it? So you have to check all those prime numbers which are less than 12. How many prime numbers are less than 12? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. If this number is not divisible by these numbers, these prime numbers, then it is a prime number. Got it? I need not to check all the numbers, like I need not to check whether this is divisible by 37 or not, whether this is divisible by 29 or not, whether this is divisible by 20. We need not to check all this. We have to check what is the square root of 147, approximately 12 point something. So you need to check all those numbers which are less than 12 point something, or you can say all those prime numbers which are less than 12. How many prime numbers are less than 12? These 5. So you tell me whether 147 is divisible by 2. 2 or 5 तो देखते ही पता चल जाता है. No, this is not divisible by 2, not divisible by 5. Divisible by 3. This is divisible by 3. So that means this is not a prime number. Okay. So whenever you need to check whether a given number is a prime number or not, you need not to bother about all these things. In case of 247, we need to check prime numbers less than, because 247 is 15 point something. So we can say the numbers less than, prime numbers less than 15. We need to check all those prime numbers which are less than 15. If this number is not divisible by any of the prime number less than 15, then we can surely say that this is a prime number. Okay. So I hope this is clear. You know how to calculate squares? Squares आते हैं सबको? पक्का? Square of 21 is? Square of 43 is? Okay, let's, what I can predict that you all are comfortable with squares of 1 to 25? No? If you know squares from 1 to 25, then you can write down square of any number. And this is a very, very important point, because see, all these things are connected. Everything is connected. If I am taking this chapter, that doesn't mean that this chapter is not connected with any other chapter. You are calculating squares, that is very, very important from the point of number system chapter. You are calculating unit digit, you are calculating last 2 digits, you are calculating remainder of numbers, you are calculating divisibility rules. All these are interconnected. So the point and the concept which we are using in this number system, in this square roots chapter, that is linked with other chapters also. So when I am saying that you must know squares of 1 to 25, so by remembering the squares of 1 to 25, you will be able to understand so many concepts. So do one thing, एक blank पेज निकाल लो और 1 to 25 सारे squares लिखो. Try this. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Just write down all this. And even if you are not comfortable with 1 to 25, if you are comfortable with 1 to 11, 1 to 15, 1 to 16, जितने भी आते हैं, you just write down all the squares. Done. So I think you all are comfortable with squares from 1 to 15 or 1 to 20. Let's write down squares from 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30. Just listen to this concept very carefully. Just give me 15 minutes and after this you will be able to crack all the squares. हमें ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं है. What we need square from 1 to 100. That is required from our CSAT point of view. Okay, but like if you get question like this that you need to know the square of 93 and you are calculating that will take much of time and that will create confusion in exam time also. So you must know squares from 1 to 100 and how you can understand this concept from what I say that 1 to 25, you know all the squares from 1 to 25. तो अगर नहीं आता है तो ये याद कर लेना. 21 is 441, this is 484, 529, 576, 625, 676, 729, 784, 841 and 900. Okay, you can note it down. +90 + 3 whole square, but that will also be a very lengthy method, है ना? Because अभी हमें whole square नहीं आता है. I told you that we need plus, minus, multiply and divide. That's it. इससे ज़्यादा मैं समझ ही नहीं रहा हूँ. मुझे लगता ही नहीं आपको whole square आता है ना? So why we get into that thing? Okay. Now, if I see 576, 676, difference between these two squares कितना होता है? 100. Difference between these two? 200. Difference between these two? 300. Difference between these two? 400 and so on. Okay. And if I say that like if I know squares from 1 to 25, this is 576, so this will be 676, 529, 729, 484, 784. Okay, so you can write down squares from 1 to 30, yes or no, easily. And even if I say what is square of 30, 40, 50, you all know this, no? Square of 50 is 2500. You all know this? Very simple. But if I say what is square of 49? No idea. मुश्किल नहीं है ये भी, बहुत इजी है. See this. 49 कितना कम है 50 से? 1. So you have to subtract 1 from this 25. That will be 24 and square of 1 is, I need to write down square of 48. 48 कितना कम है 50 से? 2. You have to subtract 2 from 25. That will be 23 and square of this is 0.4. You always write down last 2 digits from this square. अगर इसका square 4 है तो 4 नहीं लिखना है. We need to write down last 2 digits. Like, okay, tell me what is square of 47? This is 3 less than 50. So we need to subtract 3 from, it will be 2, 2. Simple. Okay, tell me what is square of 42? कितना कम है? 42 is 8 less than 50. So we need to subtract 8 from 25. That will be 17. And square of 8 is? Any doubt in this? Okay. Just leave your pen and tell me what will be the square of 44 without copy pen. 1936. Okay. Even if I need to write down square of 37, let's say 37. So 37 is how much? लेना हमने 50 से, 47 ले लेना. 37 is how much less than 50? We need to subtract 13 from 25. That will be 12. And square of 13 is 169. But we need to write down only last 2 digits. So 69 will be here और 1 इसमें add हो जाएगा. Got it? I'm giving you 3 minutes. Write down all square from 50 to 35. और इसी ऑर्डर में लिखना 50 फिर 49 48. Okay, write down. Sure, Sarup, if you have any doubt, see what I told you, that square of 50 is 2500. And if I need to write down square of 49, we know that 49 is 1 less than 50. So you need to subtract 1 from this 25, that will be 24. And square of 1 is 0, 1, because we need to write down last 2 digits from here. Okay. Same way, if I need to write down square of 48, this is how much less than 50? 2. You have to subtract 2 from 25, that will be 23. And square of 2 is 0, 4. Got it? Like if I need to write down square of 45, what it will be? Tell me. This is 5 less than 50. So you have to subtract 5 from 25. That will be 20. And square of 5 is 25. So it will be 2025. I hope this is clear now. Square of 41. Tell me. क्या आएगा? This is 9 less than 50. So 1 6 and 8 1. Got it? Sure. 37. Even let's take another example, not only 37. Like if I need to calculate square of 39. 39 is how much less than 50? 11. So we need to subtract 11 from 25. That will be 14. And square of 11 is 121. So 21 तो यहाँ आ जाएगा. And 1 we have to add here. 1521. That will be our answer. Square of 36. 14 less than 50. So what we do here, we will subtract 14 from 25, that will be 11, and square of 14 is 196, 96 here, and 1 will be added here, so 1296. Clear? So I hope now you can easily write down square from 1 to 50, है ना? And we have a very easy key rule for numbers ending with 5. Like if any number is ending with 5, 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85 and 95. And this is applicable not only to 95 or 85, you can extend it to anything, but what I told you that we need square from 1 to 100 only. Okay. So if any number is ending with 5, one thing is for sure, that square of any number ending with 5, that will end with 25. Okay. So if we have any number which is ending with 5 and we are taking square of that particular number, so one thing is clear, that that particular square that will always end with 25. But this is about last two digits. Like if I need to calculate square of 75, the last two digits will be 25. पूरा स्क्वायर क्या होगा? 7 से अगला डिजिट क्या होता है? 7 से अगला डिजिट 7 into 8. बस. Can you tell me square of 85? 72, because 8 into 9. 95 का स्क्वायर करना, लास्ट डिजिट 25 and 9 into that will be clear. स्क्वायर ऑफ 55 बताओ क्या होगा? 25 and 5 into 6 will be 30. Square of 45, 2025. 35, 25, बस सिंपल है. 65 रह गया. This is 42. Clear? So now we are comfortable with square of all numbers ending with 5, square of numbers till 50. Not only 50, like 50 square is 2500. Sure, देखो अगर कोई stream issue है, I am repeating this. 50 square is 2500, and if we have 47 square, if I need to calculate 47 square, this is 3 less than 50. You have to subtract 3 from 25, that will be 22, and square of this is 0 now. If you have any doubt in square of 36, 36 is 14 less than 50. So you have to subtract 14 from 25, that will be 11, and square of 14 is 196. 96 is here, and you have to add 1 to this, 296. Clear? Now even if you need to write down square from even after 50, like if I need to write down square of 56, now 56 is 6 more than 50, so you need to add 6. 25 plus 6, 31, and square of 6 is clear. Tell me square of 58, what it will be? 58 is 8 more than 50, so we need to add 8 into 25, that will be 33, and square of 8 is clear. Okay, tell me square of 61. कोशिश करो कॉपी पेन यूज मत करो, मुश्किल लगेगा शुरू में, बट इट विल हेल्प यू इन अ लॉन्ग रन. 61 square, we need to add 11 in 25, that will be 36, and 121, 21, and this is 7. Got it? So I'm giving you 3 minutes, just write down all squares from 51 to 70. For numbers ending with 5, what I have told you, that you have to, any number ending with 5, if I square all those numbers ending with 5, last two digits will be 25, that is true. But if I need to write down square of 65, last two digits will be 25, and next number from 6 is 7. 6 into 7 is 42. Okay? Yeah, definitely. Till 70, not only 70, you can extend this concept to 75 also. देखो applicable तो 100 तक ही रहेगा, but for that you have to be comfortable with all those squares also ना, after 75 also. So you can extend this concept up to 75. Write down all this. कोशिश करो कॉपी पेन कम से कम यूज करो, बिकॉज when you have pen and notebook in contact, 85% brain is not logical, that is busy in your writing. Okay, so try to write down only that part which is necessary. So if I say square of 63, tell me, we need to add 13 to 25, that will be 38, and square of 13 is 169. 69 यहाँ पे 1 इसमें ऐड हो जाएगा 3969. ओके, स्क्वायर ऑफ 68, 18 को ऐड करना है किसमें, 25 में, दैट विल बी 43, and square of 18 is 324. So 24 here, and we add 3 up to this, so it will be 4624. Okay, बट प्रॉब्लम है यहाँ भी एक, 1 से 75 तक की कहानी तो हो गई. इफ आई से राइट डाउन स्क्वायर ऑफ 92, 75 तक तो हो जाएगा ना. नाउ दिस इज क्लियर. किसमें, हाँ हाँ वो यही कॉन्सेप्ट सेम. ठीक है, लेना 50 से ही है, बेस इज 50 ओनली. इफ आई नीड टू राइट डाउन स्क्वायर ऑफ 92, नाउ द प्रॉब्लम इज इफ आई अप्लाई दिस कॉन्सेप्ट that 92 is how much greater than 50, 42, and I need to add 42 to 25, that is also okay. ऐसा नहीं मैं कह रहा कि ये मेथड वहाँ गलत हो जाएगा, बट फॉर दैट यू नीड टू नो द स्क्वायर ऑफ 42 ऑल्सो, है ना. तो वो तो दोबारा कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा, दैट इज अ वेरी लेंथी प्रोसेस. तो इफ आई नीड टू राइट डाउन स्क्वायर ऑफ 92, हाउ कैन वी डू दैट. देखो कोई बड़ी कैलकुलेशन आ जाए ना, लाइक ओके लेट्स ट्राई वन क्वेश्चन. इफ आई से 93 into 96, टेल मी, I'm giving you 1 minute. What is your answer? 93 into 96. Calculate करो. 93 into 96. करो करो, यहाँ कॉपी पेन यूज करना है. 89. सबका यही आ रहा है. देखो 93 into 96. 93 is how much less than 100? 96 is how much less than 100? This into this, 93 minus 4. Okay, like if I need to write down 96 into 97, 96 is how much less than 100? 97, this into this minus this. It's up to you whether you subtract 3 from 96 or 4 from 97. डायगनली करना है बस. ओके, लाइक इफ आई नीड टू मल्टीप्लाई 88 into 96, this is how much less than 100? 12, and this into this is into this is 48, and this minus this is 84. Got it? So I hope this is also clear. Got it? Okay. Now if I need to calculate square of 92, अब तो प्रोजेक्ट नहीं है ना. टेल मी, 92 into 92, minus 8, this into this, it will be this minus this is, that's it. Tell me square of 99, minus 1, this into this, बोलो 1 और 0 1, 2 डिजिट लिखने हैं, 0 1, this minus this, square of 98, tell me, minus 2, 0 4, 9604. Got it? कॉपी पेन यूज नहीं करना. 91 का स्क्वायर बता दो. 91, last two digits will be 81, and we have to subtract 9 from 91, and that will be इजी है। हमारा यहाँ पर पर्पस सिर्फ स्क्वायर्स याद करना नहीं है। आई एम रिपीटिंग इट अगेन that all these are interrelated. Why we are using this method, why we are using this squares, you will understand this concept when we are moving with the syllabus ahead. Okay, so if I say square of 96, tell me without using copy pen, last digits will be 16 and got it. Square of 89, अब क्या होगा 89 minus 11, this is 121. Not getting it? Okay, just कोई नहीं, मैं ऊपर लिख देता हूँ. So this is 121. Like if I need to write down square of 89, this is minus 11. This is 121, नहीं 21, इस 1 को साइड पे रहने दो. This minus this is 78, but this one added. Clear? Giving you 3 minutes, write down, not 3 minutes, ये 3 minutes में होगा नहीं ना. Giving you 4 minutes. Write down squares till 85, 99 to 85. फटाफट. Any doubt? Anybody having any doubt till here? You can ask me. Any doubt? Randomly I'm asking 93 square. It will be, last two digits will be 49 and then 86. ओके, तो यहाँ से एक और बहुत अच्छी बात पता चल रही है. देखो ध्यान से समझना, बहुत बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट है ये. इफ आई से दैट आई नीड टू कैलकुलेट स्क्वायर ऑफ 37, 50 से कितना कम है, तो लास्ट डिजिट्स क्या होंगे. ठीक है, पूरा कैलकुलेट नहीं भी कर रहा हूं मैं, तो लास्ट टू डिजिट्स विल बी 291 स्क्वायर. लास्ट टू डिजिट्स विल बी 291 is how much less than 300? 9. So last two digits will be, got it? If I say last two digits of 784 square, can you tell me last two digits of 784 square? 56. Easy. So the key point is that if you have last two digits of x will be same as 50 minus x, will be same as 50 plus x, will be same as 100 minus x, will be same as 100 plus x, 150 minus x, and so on. Got it? So last two digits of 17 will be same as 33, 50 plus 17, 100 minus 17, 100 plus 17. इन सब के last two digits same रहेंगे. Got it? Clear? So if last two digits of, if I say what will be last two digits of 988 square, your answer should be 44. Sure. So whenever we are calculating last two digits, it will be very easy to understand if you are comfortable with squares from 1 to 25. Okay. This is the only key point. And now we are comfortable with all the squares from 1 to 100, yes or no? Now we can easily figure out any number and square of any number from 1 to 100. Okay, this is clear? कोई doubt तो नहीं है इसमें? This is very clear. And even you can extend this concept after 100 also. Like if I need to write down square of 103. So 103, this is plus 3 plus 3. This into this 9, 0, 9. And this plus this. Now we have to add this. So it will be square of 103. Clear? Tell me square of 112. This is plus 12. This is plus 12. This into this is 144, but we need to write down only 44 here. This plus this is 124 and this is, any doubt in this? Clear? So now we are comfortable with all square of all numbers from 1 to 100. But examiner will not ask you that what is square of 63, what is square of 52, है ना? What type of question you can expect in your exam? We have 4 options. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 1, 9, 3, 8, 2, 6, 1, 5, 4, 3, 8, 5, 3, 2, 9, 8, 3. My question is that out of these 4, which one is a perfect square? Can you tell me? You know what is a perfect square? 144 is a perfect square, na? This is square of 12. 143 is a perfect square. This is not a perfect square, this is a perfect square. So we have to figure out that out of these 4, which is a perfect square. Let me tell you, कोई भी perfect square नहीं है. None of these is a perfect square. And how can we figure out that? Just note down this very important point. Any number ending with 2, 3, 7 and 8, that can never be a perfect square. If any number is ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8, that can never be a perfect square. And this is a very important concept. Okay, we can easily see this number is ending with 7, this is ending with 2, this is ending with 8 and this is ending with 3. So any number ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8, that will never be a perfect square. अभी इतने सारे perfect square लिखे हैं. We have write down all the numbers from 1 to 100. You can check. Is there any number ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8? No. So any number ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8 is not a perfect square. Okay, if I say, can you tell me whether it is a perfect square? Yes or no? This is not a perfect. So any number ending with 2, 3, 7, 8 is not a perfect square. And also if there are odd number of zeros, how many zeros are there? 5 zeros. So any number ending with odd number of zeros is also not a perfect square. Clear? Any doubt till here, online students? Great. So this concept is also clear that if we have any number ending with 2, 3, 7 and 8 and also ending with odd number of zeros, that will not be a perfect square. Okay. If I say, chalo, let's see how many of you can answer this question. But to answer this question, you need to open a blank page in your notebook. And the question is, we have a 2-digit number and square of that 2-digit number is equal to AA This is a very important question. We have a 2-digit number, and if I square that 2-digit number, we will get a 4-digit number in which first 2 digits are same and last two digits are also same. Sure, I'm repeating that concept again, okay, just after this question. So a two-digit number, square of any two-digit number will give us a four-digit number in which first two digits are same and last two digits are same. You have to find value of a plus b. Let's see how many of you can figure it out. Make sure कि blank page ही हो ना, पीछे से सारे squares में देखना. This is a question directly from one of your exam, not from CSAT, but from a similar exam. Two. More than 4. Okay. 2 is not correct. Yes, Chaitanya, that is right. See, how to proceed with, how to initiate with this question. The basic point is this. We have a two-digit number and we need to square a two-digit number. We are getting a four-digit number in which first two digits are same and last two digits are same. And what I told you that whenever you get a question based on square, the only thing which we know is square from 1 to 20. So tell me any number from 1 to 25 which is have square of, which is having last two digits identical, that is 12. 12 square is 144. That means when we are calculating square of 12, we are getting last two digits identical. So square of 12 will have the same last two digits as 50 minus 12 and 50 plus 12 and 100 minus 12 and 100 plus 12 and 150 minus 12 and so on. ये मेरे काम का नहीं है, ये भी नहीं है ना. Reason being because we need only 4 digit numbers. This is 3 digit number and after this we are getting 5, 6, 7, 8 digit numbers. So we have 3 numbers, 38, 62 and 88. So we need to check only for these 3 numbers. So when we are calculating 88 square, we are getting 7744. That means a plus b will be 15, 16. A plus b is 11. A is 7 and b is 4. So a plus b will be 11. Okay. Rocket science नहीं है, बहुत सिंपल सा लॉजिक है. That's what I have told you, that you have to check for the last two digits from numbers between 1 to 25. Between 1 to 25, which number has last two digits same? Square of which number has last two digits same? 12 is the only number. While calculating 12 square, this will be 144. So last two digits are same. So 12, 50 minus 12, 50 plus 12, 100 minus 12, 100 plus. So now you have to check only for these 3 numbers. But that will not give you, reason being because any number ending with 0, उस केस में नहीं बनेगा. उसमें that is another concept which we will discuss later on. But 0 के end में वो बन नहीं पाएगा, possible नहीं होगा. Try करके देख लेंगे. ठीक है. Let's take another question. If I say that we have a 2-digit number, वो तो हमने स्क्वायर निकाले सीखे. That मतलब अब आपको सब नहीं निकालने, बस 3 से चेक हो जाएगा ना. So the next question is, if we have a 2-digit number and square of that 2-digit number is a triple b. Now question is something different and we need to find value of a plus b. Tell me what should be your answer. Think over it. We have a 2-digit number and if I square that 2-digit number, we are getting a 4-digit number which is of the form a triple b and we need to find value of a plus b. What should be your answer? सोचना नहीं है, just check for last two digits. Last two digits are same, so we need to check for 12, 38, 62, 88, 112, 138, so on. Need not to bother about this, need not to bother about this. So if you check square of 38, that will be 1444. So value of a plus b will be 5 in this case. Any doubt to anybody? See, this is very important concept, so you must be comfortable with this, that last two digits of any number, let's say any number x, will have the same last two digits as 50 minus x, as 50 plus x, as 100 minus x, as 100 plus x, and so on. Okay? Any doubt to online students? Okay. So let us revise all the concepts which we have covered till now. Okay, tell me how many numbers, how many prime numbers are there from 1 to 150? 1 to 150, 35 prime numbers. 1 to 100, 25 prime numbers. 1 to 50, 15 prime numbers. 1 to 25, 9 prime numbers. Okay, and any prime number greater than 3, they can be written in the form so you have your geography enrichment class, and that will start at 4:15 on 3rd floor. So if any of you want to join, they can leave at that time at 4:15. Okay. So and the only any number greater than 3, any prime number greater than 3 is of the form 6k minus 1, and but converse is not true. So any number of the form 6k minus 1 and 6k plus 1 need not to be a prime number. It can be a prime number, it cannot be a prime number. But any prime number, that will always be of the form 6k minus 1 and 6k plus 1 if it is greater than 3. Clear? The only even prime number is 2. You know what are even number, odd numbers, na? What are even numbers? Any number divisible by 2 is even number, and not divisible by 2 is odd number. And if we are taking even plus even, that will give us even minus even, odd plus odd, odd minus odd, odd plus even plus odd into odd, even into even into odd, and odd into even. I hope this is very easy and you can manage this. Okay. So the only even prime number is 2. 1 is not a prime number, and any number which is neither 1 and nor prime is a composite number, which is neither 1 nor prime. Clear? Chalo. Now, if I say, okay, I am giving you one question, very one more thing. देखो अभी जो हमने 2 क्वेश्चन किए हैं, you can note down those questions in your this sheet also, okay, so that you can have record of this. Although I hope you are noting it in your notebook, but still, if you note down these 2 questions in your sheet also, that will be very easy to keep a record of all these things. One more thing, if I say that we have 5 prime numbers A, B, C, D, E, this is again a very wonderful question. Let's see how many of you can figure it out. We have 5 prime numbers A, B, C, D, E. Any 5 prime numbers. I don't know which are these 5 prime numbers, but I know that sum of all these prime numbers A plus B plus C plus D plus E, this is 294. Okay, but I don't know which is, what is the value of A. It can be anything. It can be 131, it can be 137, any prime number, but sum of all these prime number is 294, such that A is the smallest one, B is in this order. Okay, so out of these 5 prime numbers, which is the smallest prime number? A. And which is the largest prime number? So that means it can be, if I say A is 29, then all these are greater than 29. If I say A is 31, then all these are greater than, and if I say E is 137, then all these are less than 137. Okay. So we have 5 prime numbers A, B, C, D, E, and sum of all these 5 prime numbers are 294, and this is the decreasing order of all these 5 prime numbers. Find value of A to the power 5. Try this. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Think over it. Sheet has not been shared. I guess sheet is shared on your Telegram group. You can check from there. Yes, good. Chaitanya, Priyesh, your answer is correct. Ashwani, great. You have to look for 5 prime numbers. What is the normal approach? What is the aam jindagi, not Mentos jindagi? What is the aam jindagi? You are looking for 5 prime numbers and try to adding all those 5 prime numbers to get 294. You doing this way? Going this way, na? Not going this way. So what is the approach? How to start with it? Okay, tell me. One thing is clear, that if we have any prime number that is odd, only one even prime number, that is 2. Otherwise all prime numbers are odd. So if I take 2 odd prime numbers, the answer should be even or odd? Even. If I take 3 prime numbers, 3 odd prime numbers, if I take 4, if I take 5, अगर ये सभी odd होते तो आंसर क्या आता? But answer is even. So that means out of these 5, one must be even, and the only even prime number is, and that is the smallest number. So A is 2. We need to calculate A to the power 5. So answer should be clear. So the question is not difficult. Question is just hitting your concepts. Okay. We know that sum of 5 odd numbers can never be an even number. Sum of 5 odd number will always be a odd number. So using this concept, we can say that out of these 5 numbers, one must be even. But at the same time, it is given that all these are prime. So the only even prime number is 2, and that is the smallest number. So we can say definitely A is 2. Okay. And we need to figure out value of A to the power 5. So your answer should be 32. Any doubt in this? मुश्किल है क्वेश्चन? नहीं है. But still एग्जाम में आता तो अटक जाते है ना. Okay. See this concept which is not clear. X and x minus 50. I am not saying x minus 50. I am saying 50 minus x. If last 2 digits of x is anything, let's say 49. So last 2 digits of 50 minus x is also 49. Last 2 digits of 50 plus x is also 49. Reason being, because let's say if I say square of 8, it is 64. So last 2 digits of 50 minus 8, that is 42. Last 2 digits will also be 64. 58 square. Last 2 digits will also be 60. Got it? I hope this is clear now. Okay. So now this question is also clear. One more thing. If I say that we have a number n, and that is 2304. Okay. Chalo, let's say. You know how to write down prime factorization? You know this. Even if you are not comfortable with prime factorization, 2304, you have to divide it by 2. What it will be? 1, 1, 5. You're getting this? Okay. Then you have to divide it by again 2. It will be divided by 2. Divided by 2. Divided by 2. Divided by 2. dividing by 2, you're getting 9, then 3, then 3. Okay, so we can say 2304 is nothing but 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. How many times 2? 8 times, and 2 times 3. So if I need to write down square of this, you have to make pairs of this, one pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair, and just multiply all these values. So it will be 16 into 3, 48. So square root of 2304 is 48. Clear? If I need to write down square of tell me under root of 3864, what should be your answer? Using prime factorization. Three 364, not 3864. Three 364 under root. Your answer will be? Proceed with prime factorization and tell me your answer. It will be 58. Okay, because if you write down prime factorization of 3364, it will be 2 into 2 into 29 into 29. You're getting this? Okay, so one pair of 2 and one pair of 29. What should be your answer? Any doubt in this? Clear? This is one method. This is called prime factorization method. But we have another method also, that is called long division method. Now if I need to write down square root of 3364 and I need to calculate square root of this, you have to make pairs of 2, this and this. How many pairs are there? अच्छा एक और चीज देखो, like if I say that if I square root 1 4 6 7 8 2 9 3 like this, any number, okay, this is not a perfect square ending with, so this is not a perfect square, but still if I say that I need to calculate square root of this, can you tell me how many digits will be there in square root of this? So whenever you get these type of questions, that if I square root this, how many digits will be there, you have to make pairs of 2, 1 2 3 4, 4 pairs, so we can say 4 digits. The thing is for sure, even if you are not getting any pair like 144, one pair and this is alone, even then you are getting 2 digits. Okay, if I need to write down square root of 3364 using this long division method, you have to check any perfect square before 33. It is 25. 5 into 5, this is 25. Remainder is 8. Now 5 and 5, you are adding this, it 10 and then 64. If I write down 101, you have to multiply with 1, but that will be 101. No, this is, we have to find any number just close to 864. If I write down 105, that is to be multiplied with 5 only, 525, no, 108. So if I write down 108, that will be 864. So we can say that square root of 3364 is 58. Clear? Now you have your sheets. Just check your first question. Can you tell me the answer for first question? It's very simple now. You are comfortable with all these squares. So you have to start with the inner square root. The the most inner one, that is root 225, that will be plus 154, कितना आएगा 169, and square root of 169 is, you have to add 108 to it, it will be कितना बनेगा 121, that will be 11, and you have to add 25, that will be, and you have to add, that will be, I hope this is clear. ठीक है, okay. So one more thing, how many prime numbers are there from 1 to 100? 25 prime numbers. Okay, and what are twin primes? You know what are twin primes? If you are getting any two consecutive odd prime numbers like 3 and 5, they are twin primes. 5 and 7, they are twin primes. 2, 3 is not a twin, they are consecutive numbers. No? Any other twin prime? 11 and? Okay, tell me how many twin primes are there. 11, 13 after this, 17, 19 after this, 29, 31 after this, 41, 43, then 59, 61, then 71, 73, and then that's it. Okay, after this you can say 101 and 103, but till 100 we can say these are the twin primes. So the numbers which are having difference of 2, or we can say the consecutive odd numbers, odd prime numbers which have difference of 2, they are called twin primes, and only 3 prime numbers are there. They are 3, 5 and 7 which have 3 consecutive odd numbers. Only 3 numbers are there. Okay, apart from this कोई भी 3 consecutive odd numbers prime नहीं होते. Just take a note of this also. This is also important. Only 3 consecutive prime numbers, 3, 5 and 7. One more thing, if I say that we have a number like, if I say the number is 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 5 into 5 to the power 4. This is prime factorization of a number, na? You know this? So can you tell me, after looking this prime factorization, that whether this is a perfect square or not? Is it a perfect square? Why? Why this is not a perfect square? And if it is a perfect square, then why it is a perfect square? Reason being that whenever you get prime factorization of a perfect square, the powers of all the primes should be even, but this is not even, so this is not a perfect square. Reason being because powers of all primes are not even. Okay, so my question is, by what number n should be multiplied to make it a perfect square? Any idea on this? See, I need to make it a perfect square, so that means I need to make all parts of prime even. 5 to the power 4, this is already even. If I need to make this a prime number, this part even, I need to multiply with 2. For this, 2 into 3, I need 1, 2 and 1, 3. So your answer should be, so if I multiply this number with 6, we will get a perfect square. Is it okay? At the same time, if I say by what number should I divide this to make it a perfect square, then what should be your answer? Again 6, because I need to remove 1, 2 and 1, 3. Even then our answer will be the same. Any doubt in this? Clear? Okay. Let's try one more question then. Let's see how many of you can figure out this. Okay, see question number 33 from your sheet. Question is 2 to the power 8 into 3 to the power 6. This is divisible by, किससे divisible होगा ये? Is it divisible by option A? This is not divisible by option A because option A is 2 to the power 7 into 3 to the power 7. This is okay, but this is not okay because if we are dividing it by any number, all the powers must be less than the divisor. ठीक है? Okay. Option B, is it okay? B is correct. Remaining all the options are not possible because in C also we are getting 3 to the power 7 and in option D we are getting 3 to the power 8. I hope this is clear. Okay. See this question number 22. Can you tell me what should be your answer in question number 22? Square root of 2401. It is 49. 49 plus 176. 225. Square root of 225 is? Copy pen use नहीं करना ना, हो जाएगा. Okay. Question number I hope you can manage all these questions. Okay. One more thing. You know what is the basic difference between sum of digits and digital sum? We have two terms. One is sum of digits and then we have digital sum. What is difference between sum of digits and digital sum? You know this? Like if I have a number 124793. Can you tell me what is the sum of digits? Sum of digits is 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 9 plus 3 and it comes out to be कितना आ रहा है? 26. This is the sum of digits. Okay. But when I say digital sum, that is always a one digit number. You have to again add these two digits. So your digital sum will be 8. Is it okay? Digital sum is 8 and sum of digits is 26. So even if you are getting like if we have a very long number and the sum of digit is 147, then the digital sum is their sum is 12, but again digital sum is not 12. Digital sum is a single digit number 3. Okay. So digital sum, difference between digital sum and sum of digits is sum of digit is actual sum of all the digits and digital sum is a single digit number. Till you are getting the single digit, you need to add all the present digits. Okay. Now why I am writing down all these things? Because we have another important point that digital sum of a perfect square is 1, 4, 7 and 9. For any perfect square, digital sum will always be 1, 4, 7 or 9. You can check it. Like if I say 121, this is square of 11. Digital sum कितना है इसका? 4. You can see 9801. This is square of 99 and digital sum is sum of digits कितना आ रहा है? Sum of digits कितना आ रहा है? 18. So digital sum is 9. See, I am repeating again. If you need to calculate digital sum of a perfect square, digital sum of a perfect square is always 1, 4, 7 or 9. Why we are taking this question? Reason being because as I told you that in this case 1, 2, 4, 9, 4, 7, 6, 3. Is it a perfect square? Is it a perfect square? This is not a perfect square. Reason being because unit digit is 3. But if I say that unit digit is not 3, like if I say 1, 2, 6, 0. Is it a perfect square? 0, 0. This is a perfect square. No, this is not a perfect, even though it is having even number of 0, but still 126 is not a perfect square. No? And if I calculate sum of digits is 9. Digital sum is also 9. In this case, we are getting digital sum 9, but that does not imply that this is a perfect square. I told you that digital sum of perfect square is 1, 4, 7 and 9, but converse is not true. It is not true that if you are having digital sum as 1, 4, 7, 9, that need not to be necessarily a perfect square. Okay, but check करने के काम आ जाएगा कि अगर perfect square है तो digital sum should be 1, 4, 7, 9. I am taking this concept only here because we need to connect it with some other topic which we will discuss in our next coming classes. So that's why I am taking it here only. Okay. Okay. One more thing. Okay. See this assignment, question number, like question number 16. I am giving you this question. Just think over it and try this and tell me what should be your answer. Question number 16. If you approach this question, what should be your strategy while approaching this question in your exam? Question number 16. Question, I am reading this question. Question is, when a 2-digit number is reversed, another 2-digit number is obtained, and difference between the original number and resulting number is 45. You have to find how many such 2-digit numbers are possible. पढ़ के डर लग जाता ना. Number reversed, difference. This is not difficult at all. Four. Yes, Chaitanya, you are doing the same way in which mathematics approach is being taught to us in our school days, no? And that is very lengthy concept. Let me tell you, this is just a 15-second question. Before this, understand this concept. You know, any 2-digit number, let's say AB, any 2-digit number that can be written as 10A plus, you know this, BA, that can be written as, so we can say if we have a number AB, a 2-digit number AB, that can be written as, पता है ना ये तो, like if I say 23, it can be written as 2 into 10 plus, so any 2-digit number, if we have a 2-digit number AB, that can be written as 10A plus B, and if its reverse number is BA, that can be written as 10B plus A. Now let us subtract these two numbers. If I say AB minus BA, so your answer should be 9 times of, is it okay? This thing is clear? That means if I am subtracting reverse of a number from any 2-digit number, we are getting always a multiple of 9. So let's say if a question is given to you that if you subtract a 2-digit number from its reverse and you are getting 48 as your answer, which of the following option is correct? So 48 dekhte, what will you say? That this is not possible. Reason being because 48 is not a multiple of 9. So make sure that whenever you are subtracting a 2-digit number from its reverse, you always get a multiple of 9. And that is all, more specifically I should say 9 into difference of digits. Okay, 9 into A minus B, that means 9 into difference of digits. Let's see this question. Question is, when a 2-digit number is reversed, another 2-digit number is obtained, and the difference of the two numbers is 45. 45 means 9 into, so that means difference of digits should be 5. So what can be 2-digit number? It can be 16 and 61. Difference of digits देखो कितना आ रहा है? 1 और 6 का 5. It can be 27 and it can be 38 and it can be, so we can say 4 such pairs are possible. We can also have 50, but reverse of 50 is 05. That is not a 2-digit number. Any doubt in this? Clear? If I say, let's take another question. Question number 23. What should be your answer for 23? Tell me. बिना कॉपी पेन के. When a 2-digit number is reversed, not possible. है ना? 5 सेकंड लगे. Otherwise, कॉपी पेन उठा लेते तुम. Okay, see this question. Question number 34. When a 2-digit number is reversed, another 2-digit number is obtained, and difference between original number and the resulting number is 63. 63 is the multiple of 9. So we can say 63 is 9 into. So what should be the difference of digits? 7. So can you tell me what are the numbers? We can say 1, 8 and 81. 2. Any other number possible? So only 2 pairs are possible. Any doubt in this? One more thing. As I told you that if we have a 2-digit number, that is 10a plus b, and its reverse number is ba, that is 10b plus a, and if I subtract these two numbers, we are getting a multiple of, number is always a multiple of 9. 9 into difference of digits. At the same time, if instead of subtracting, if I add these two numbers, ab plus ba, what will I get? 11 times of. So we can say, अगर ये क्वेश्चन ऐसे आने की बजाय ऐसा आ जाता, that if we are adding a 2-digit number to its reverse, that number will always be a multiple of, and 11 into, like if I say, how many pairs are possible such that a 2-digit number and its reverse, if they are added, we are getting 143. So how many pairs are possible? Tell me. So 143 is 11 into 13. So that means sum of digits should be 13. चलो 9 से स्टार्ट करते हैं. 9 4 4 9 बन गई बात. Any other number possible? 85 and 76 and any other number possible? 3 pairs are possible. Any doubt in this? And we have seen many times these type of questions that a number is reversed and it is subtracted from, और ऐसे क्वेश्चन देखते छोड़ देते थे, है ना? These are very simple. नहीं आया समझ? When we are subtracting any 2-digit number from its reverse, we are getting a multiple of 9. But if we are adding them, we are getting a multiple of 11. When we are subtracting a 2-digit number from its reverse, we are getting 9 into difference of digits. And when we are adding them, we are getting 11 into sum of digits. Any doubt in this? Any doubt to online students? Any doubt in this? Great. So we can say that when we add a 2-digit number to its reverse, then that will always be a multiple of 11, and when we subtract a 2-digit number from its reverse, that will always be a multiple of 9. But if I say that we have a 3-digit number A, B, C, that can be written as 100A plus 10B plus C, and its reverse is 100C plus 10B plus, and if I subtract these two numbers, what will I get? ABC minus CBA, that will be 99 into A minus. So we can say if I subtract a 3-digit number from its reverse, we will get a multiple of 99, and 10th digit will not be involved in that case because 10 भी तो कट ही जाएगा ना. So we can get a number 99 into difference of unit place and 100 place. Okay, let's try one question based on this. Before that, let's see this question number 36. This is again a very important, and this is also from one of your exam. बहुत सारे बच्चों ने क्वेश्चन गलत कर दिया था. Let's try this question number 36. If the least prime factors of two positive integers a and b are 5 and 13, we need to find the least prime factor of a and b. I'm giving you 2 minutes, think over it. Question number 36. We have two positive integers a and b. We have two positive integers a and b, and the least prime factor of a is 5. So that means a can be written as 5x. We can write it this way because we are very sure about 5, but we are not sure about the other prime factors. They can be any, it can be 11, 13, any number. Okay. Same way, the least prime factor of b is 13. So it can be written as 13 into y. And we need to find the least prime factor of a plus. Okay, if we have any number multiple of 5, what can we say about that number? Will it be even or odd? We are not sure. It can be even, it can be odd. Because if a number is a multiple of 5, it can be even, it can be odd. है ना? 0 से भी end हो सकता है. But if it is given that we have a number whose smallest prime is 5, it is even only if we have a multiple of 2, but it is given that smallest prime is 5 here, so 2 is not possible. Okay, so that means a is definitely a odd number. Same way, b smallest prime is 13, so b is definitely it will also be a odd number, and if I add them, we will get a even number. And if a plus b is an even number, the smallest prime will be 2, should be our answer. Any doubt in this? Even, so it is of the form 2m. So that means 2 is the smallest prime because we will not get any prime less than 2. Any doubt in this? We have a number a in which the smallest prime is 5, and in number b the smallest prime is 13. So any number which is a multiple of 5, it can be even, it can be odd, but it cannot be even here. Reason being because if it is even, then there must be 2 lying in this prime factorization of a. Okay, but it is given that the smallest prime is 5 only. 2 is not possible here. So this is only an odd number. B, the smallest prime here is 13. That means 2 is also not in the prime factorization of b. So this is also an odd number. And if I add two odd numbers, we will get an even number. An even number, smallest prime factor of an even number is 2. That's what is required here, least prime factor of a plus b. So answer should be 2. Okay. Chalo, let's see how many of you can answer this 35. I'll give a prize for that student. 35 question. This is very important question, 35. And if any student has doubt in this, I can repeat. You can check that a and b are two numbers where smallest prime in a is 5 and smallest prime in b is 13. So a is of type 5 into x because smallest prime is 5. B is of type 13 into y because smallest prime is 13. So that means a is an odd number because 2 is not in a because the smallest prime is 5. So a is odd number, b is also odd number, and sum of two odd number is even, and the smallest prime in any even number is 2. So the smallest prime factor of a plus b is even. Clear, Shweta? Try question number 35. Very good question. Question number 35. E, multiple of 3. Anybody else? तो 5 ऑप्शन है, पांचों कोई ना कोई बोल देगा तो आंसर तो आ ही जाएगा. Let's see how to proceed with this. What is given to us? We have 4 numbers, A, B, A minus B, and it is given that all these 4 are prime numbers, है ना. देखो एक चीज याद रखना, जो मैं बता रहा हूँ उससे बाहर एग्जाम में आएगा ही नहीं, गारंटी है मेरी, मुझे पकड़ लेना आके, ठीक है, नहीं आएगा, बट जो मैंने बताया वो याद रहना चाहिए, ठीक है. तो इफ यू आर able to remember all these concepts, you can answer each and every question. I'm very sure, and I'm trying this from last 17 to 18 years, not only for CSAT but from all the higher exams. You can answer every question from these concepts. So A, B, A minus B and A plus B, these 4 are prime numbers. We cannot get any clue from A and B. If I say we have 2 prime numbers A and B, can you tell me what are A and B? We cannot say what are A and B, because A and B can be any prime numbers. But when it is given that A minus B and A plus B, A minus B and A plus B, okay, if I add 2 prime numbers, that will be always an even number or an odd number? That will always be even or odd? It can be even, it can be odd, because we are not very sure. हो सकता है इनमें से एक 2 हो, है ना. It can be, if one is 2 and one is any other prime number, then their sum will be odd. And if both are odd, so we can say that either both are even or both are, but at the same time it is given that both are also prime. So can 2 prime numbers be even? This is not possible. If A minus B and A plus B, they both are prime, then there are not two prime even numbers, na? So that means they both are odd. Is it okay? This point is clear. A minus B and A plus B, they both cannot be even at the same time. Reason being because we have only one prime number, one even prime number. Okay, so that means A minus B and A plus B both are odd, and they can be odd only if out of A and B one is even. Only then we are getting A minus B and A plus B as odd. And what can you say? A minus, in case of A minus B, which can be even, A or B? B, because 2 में से तो minus नहीं करेंगे ना, वो negative आ जाएगा. Okay, so we can say that B की value तो निकल गई 2. So we can say that the 4 numbers are A, 2, A minus 2, and at the same time we know that these 4 are prime numbers. If you see A minus 2, A and A plus 2, they are 3 consecutive. We have only one possibility, which is 3. I told you that only these 3 numbers are 3 consecutive odd numbers, odd prime numbers, 3, 5 and 7. So that means 3 are 3, 5 and 7, and the 4th one is 2. So if I add all these, we are getting 17. So your answer should be prime. Option B is correct. Any doubt in this to anybody? Any doubt in this?
How both can be odd?
See, understand this. If anybody or you are getting doubt in this, I am explaining this question once again. A, B, A minus B and A plus B. It is given that all the 4 numbers are prime numbers. But from first 2 numbers, A and B, we are not getting any clue whether they are prime or odd, and we cannot figure out this question from the first 2 numbers. Okay. So if I am taking into consideration the last 2 numbers, A minus B and A plus B. Okay. Any student having geography class, you can leave. Okay. If we have any 2 numbers, A minus B and A plus B, we can say it can be odd, it can be even. Okay, because if any one out of these, if any one out of these is out of A and B is 2, then it will be out of A and B, if one is 2, then one odd, one even, it will be odd. And if both are odd, then it will be even. But at the same time, it is given that A minus B and A plus B both are prime. So if they both are prime, then we can say only possibility is that both should be odd, because we are not getting two even prime numbers. So they both should be odd, and they both should be odd only in case if one is even. So the only possibility is that B should be even. So A minus 2 and A plus 2, these are the two numbers. Okay. So I hope what we have covered till now, that is clear to all of you. Pakka? Okay. Okay, let's see this question. Question number 31. 31 question. This is again a wonderful one. 31st question, very important. The digits of a 3-digit number A are written in the reverse order to form another 3-digit number B. And if B is greater than A and B minus A is perfectly divisible by 7, then which of the following is necessarily true? Giving you 2 minutes for this. Let's see how many of you can figure it out. I have just told you the concept. We have a 3-digit number A. Let's say it is X, Y, Z. And its reverse is B. So that will be Z, Y, X. And we know one thing, that if I subtract a 3-digit number from its reverse, it will always be a multiple of 9, 11, 99. वैसे 9 और 11 का भी होता है ना, 99 का होगा तो, but it is a multiple of 99. So 99 into X minus Z or Z minus X. We should not write A minus B here, we should write B minus A, because it is given in the question that B is greater than A. Na? So B minus A is 99 into Z minus X. Is it okay? And also it is given that their difference is perfectly divisible by 7. So if this number is perfectly divisible by 7, 99 में 7 आ रहा है क्या? यहाँ तो नहीं आ रहा. So that means 7 should be here, Z minus X. Okay. If I multiply 99 by 7, what we are getting? Multiply करना. 99 into 7. 690. नहीं आ रहा है. So one thing is clear, 99 into 7. So difference of these two digits, Z and X, are unit place and 100 place. So difference is 7. So if I write down 108, okay, इसको मैंने 0 डाल दिया. सबसे छोटा नंबर यही बन पाएगा, इससे छोटा तो नहीं बन रहा ना कोई. Its reverse will be 801. You can check their difference is 693. Okay, one more possibility is there. 20, tell me, 9, 209. Difference should be 7 and difference is 693. Any other possibility? और कोई possibility नहीं बनेगी. ठीक है. So we can say that these two number 108 and 209 are the smallest one whose reverse, when they are subtracted, then we are getting 693. Is it okay? And 108 and 209, out of these four options, which one is correct? Can you tell me now? Option B is correct. Is it okay? Because 108 and 209 lies between this interval 106 and 305. Any doubt in this, or should I repeat it? See, we have a 3-digit number A, that is XYZ, another 3-digit number B, which is reverse of this, that is ZYX. And if I subtract them, B minus A, we are getting 99 into Z minus X. This much is clear. And it is given that this is a multiple of 7. So Z minus X should be 7. 99 into 7. Okay. Z minus X should be 7. Difference of unit place and 100 place should be 7. So if I place 1 here, it should be 8, keeping it 0. So reverse should be 801. You can check, if you subtract these two numbers, you will get a multiple of 99 as well as multiple of 7, because difference should be 7. No? Same way, if I place 2 here, it should be 9. Reverse should be 902. So only two possibilities are there. And these two numbers, they are lying between, because we need to find the value of A lies between which number. Na? And we know that out of these two numbers, the smaller one is A and the larger one is B. So A lies between which interval? 106 and 305. So we can say that option B is correct. Chaitanya, is it okay now? I hope this is clear. Great. Okay. Okay, see question number 21. Okay, this should be the last question for today. 21 question. अच्छा, इससे पहले भी एक और बात देखो. Can you tell me square of 11 is 1 to 1? See, there are some squares जिसमें कुछ पैटर्न बनता है. You can easily figure it out. 1 का स्क्वायर क्या होता है? 11 square is 111 square is 1 2 1 1 1 1 square is 1 2 3. जितने 1 आएंगे वहां तक डिजिट्स चलेंगे. ठीक है. 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 2 1. We call these numbers are palindromic numbers. You know this? These are palindromes. Okay. So if you see this question number 18, what should be your answer? Square root of this. One, two, three, 4, 5 है ना? So 5 1 should be there. Okay. Same way you can see this also. If I say 1 square is 1, 1 0 1 square क्या होता है? Calculate करो. 1 0 1 0 0 1 square क्या होता है? Okay. So there are few numbers जिनमें ये pattern follow हो जाता है. Okay. Now see this question number 21. Find the greatest 4-digit number which is a perfect square. We know that the greatest 4-digit number is, which is the greatest 4-digit number? ठीक है. वैसे मुझे इसका आंसर पता है क्या होगा. 99 का स्क्वायर होता है ना, that is 9801. Okay. But what is the proper method to solve this? Because ये तो याद है, एग्जाम में अगर कुछ ऐसा अगर याद नहीं है, how to proceed with it. So let's try this using long division method. We have to make pairs. 99 square before 99 is 81. 9 into 9 is 81. Na? Difference is 9 and 9. We have to add them. This is 18. Okay. So if I say 188 into 8, can you tell me what is your answer? 188 into 8? 15? 04. Are you sure? 189 into 9?
1701.
1701. Okay, so let's do one thing. This is 9 and this is also 9. 1701 and subtract these two. What we are getting? 8, 9 and 1. Okay, but आना क्या चाहिए था? We should get remainder 0 to get a perfect square, ना? So we have to subtract this from this. 9, 9, 9, 9. We have to subtract this. If I subtract this, we are getting 9 and 0, 1. Now this is a perfect square. Any doubt in this? Clear? So whenever you are getting this type of question, that if I say that we have a number 1 okay 108. My question is, by what number this must be multiplied to get a perfect square? What should be your answer? If I need to get a number by which it should be multiplied to make it a perfect square, तो multiply वाला मैंने भी बताया, we need to do the prime factorization method ना. तो 108 prime factorization क्या होगी? 2 square 3 cube. We are getting this as prime factorization. So to make it a perfect square, it should be multiplied with 3, because if I multiply with 3, we are getting the even power. Okay, if I need to, if the question is like this, by what this should be divided, we have to divide by 3. So whenever it is given that by what number it should be multiplied or divided, we have to follow the prime factorization method, and when it is given that what is to be added or subtracted, then we have to go by long division method. Is it okay? So you have any question in this your sheet? Like question number 26, find the least number that must be subtracted from 5601 to make it a perfect square. So least number that must be subtracted, you have to go by long division method or prime factorization? Long division method. So whatever remainder you are getting, you have to subtract that remainder. You will get your answer. Clear? Okay, tell me fast for question number 20. 1057, is it a perfect square? No, ending with 7. Second is not a perfect square, ending with 3, 8, 2. Okay, and odd number of zeros, they are not a perfect square. So I hope what we have done in the class today, that is clear to you. कोई doubt इसमें? I hope you enjoyed the session also. Sure. See, let's say if we are calculating 9801, you have to make pairs of this, no? This way. 98, any perfect square before 98? 81, that is 9 into 9, 81. Difference here is 17, and 9 plus 9 is 18. Now if I write down 1 here, then we have to multiply with 1, but this is 1701, that is way greater than 181, no? So we have to find a number which is just close to 1701. If I write down 189 into 9, we are getting 1701. So 9 is to be placed here and here. We are getting remainder 0. Okay. Any doubt in this session? कोई भी doubt है, कोई भी query है, you can ask me even after the class also. Okay. But make sure that what we are discussing in class. I have a question related to long division. If there are 5 digits a number and the first is a perfect square. Need not to worry about that. If that is a perfect square, the remainder will be 0. You have to bring down the other pair again. Okay, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this and this, na? So 2, 2, 4. This will be 0, 56. 2 and 2 is 4, 41. Okay. Now you can proceed that way. So what we have covered in the session, I hope you enjoyed the session. Okay. If you have any doubt or any query, you can ask me, and we will continue from here in our next class. Next class is on 22nd, I guess. Okay. That's it for the session. Thank you.
If I ignore understanding how